Hello everyone. So I just want to make a video about the black community. This type of topic has been bothering me for years, and I want to express my feelings and my problems with some parts of the community. Now, unfortunately, I want to make this a small point, but I am indeed black myself, specifically African American. I've been around black people for the majority of my life. I've seen the negative effects of the mindset that black people have been cultivating for a long time, and I want to make a video focusing on it. There's so much to talk about, but I want to keep it to three main ideas for this video. Anyways, let's get started. Talking white. First, I want to talk about this concept called talking white. Now, I've seen this concept for a very long time, and it honestly makes no sense to me.
You know, the one thing that I really hated, like going to an all-white school and then transitioning to a predominantly black school and Hispanic school, is the fucking saying, oh, you talk white, you act white. Do y'all not know how annoying and ignorant that shit is? It's because people realize if you talk proper, then you're talking white. If you are educated, you are white. So what the fuck does that mean? You basically are saying black people are dumb as fuck.
Absolutely correct. When you say a black man or woman talks white, you make a mental category of how white people talk and how black people talk. And when people usually say a black person talks white, is usually in a formal and clear tone and manner. Now, to the people that make that claim, are black people seriously supposed to be talking like gangsters and thugs? Are black people supposed to be talking like they don't have any education? This is quite literally the definition of putting black people down if you truly believe that.
And I am a chocolate girly. I'm black through and through. It is not a compliment when people saying you act white, you talk white. It's not a compliment. You are just insulting people. And I wish people would understand that, because if I say something out of line, you gonna be hurt. If I say big ass words, you will not fucking understand that shit. At this point, I'm like, let me just say some big words to insult you, so you can go Google it. Since I'm so white, right? I don't know.
It's completely insulting to put black people down by saying you talk white. It shows how the black community values talking like a thug, or talking with someone that has no sense, or just talking so unclearly that you need to hear them 10 times to figure out what they're saying.
One thing that used to irritate me when I was younger, that now that I'm older, it kind of looks dumb looking back at how I got irritated when people told me this, was I speak white or I talk white. You mad that I can speak clearly and fluent, nigga? You mad that I have a more articulate dialect than you, nigga? Nigga, you think I give a damn what you think I speak like? Read a book.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, this dude's hilarious, but honestly, I'm glad that we're able to call this concept out as just ignorant and stupid. I'd rather have someone understand me than talk like I can't read Cat in the Hat. Now, I wish that the black community can understand that the simple concept of just being fluid in how you speak can easily propel you into doing anything you want to do in America. Whether it be finding jobs, sorry, I just said the J word, making friends, or even getting people to do things for you, it can make it so much easier and simpler without any confusion. Now that I touch on this topic, I want to get to the next topic, which is criticizing black people as a black person. Now, this is a topic that I have a special relationship to because this has happened to me in the past. Whenever I criticize black people for their hypocrisy, racism, or just nasty behavior that I see them committing, I get called an Uncle Tom or a coon. I'm told that I'm betraying my black, quote unquote, brothers and sisters. Now, if you don't know what an Uncle Tom or a coon is, an Uncle Tom is basically being mentally submissive and selling out to white people. And a coon is basically lowering your own dignity to perform negative stereotypes to appease white people. Now, I've always found it ridiculous that simply saying to black people that we should speak more clearly and not sound like thugs, or dress better so we don't look like we came from the hood, or even 2, stop committing so much crime. It's me being an Uncle Tom. There's no logical reasoning to associate yourself with clearly bad stereotypes and mannerisms. And if you can personally change it, then you will naturally have a better life individually as a community. But unfortunately, it's easier to associate positive change as being white or conforming to white supremacy.
If there's one thing that I have learned since I started criticizing the black community on social media in general, it's that if you're black and you're being called an Uncle Tom, I've come to the realization that you are saying something that is absolutely true and that your criticisms are 100% valid. What you're saying has hit a nerve, and other people in the black community just cannot come to an agreement that what you're saying is true and accept the criticism of the black community.
Right. It's like a crab in a bucket mentality, where black people will put other black people down just because it's seen as something white or seen as leaving the group. It's essentially tribalism and having a quote unquote common enemy that you're constantly opposing. It's frustrating because I would like to see the community that I've grown up in to be better than this. I want black people to openly accept criticism when it comes to bad actors in the community. When you let bad actors in your community run wild, like stealing or being violent, you should be able to condemn and call it out. There's no reason to stop discussion. People get hurt in the short and long run when we're not able to communicate with each other. Now, this last topic I want to talk about in this video, it's honestly pretty bad, and it gets worse every single year. And that topic is black people being criminals. Now, this is a topic that gets worse every single year. From gang activity to riots to looting buildings, regardless of who owns it, it's perpetuated and glorified. It's a serious problem that just doesn't go away over time. If you actually cared about the black community, you will be willing to call these behaviors out and not think it's cool and gangster. Some black people have the thought process that it's cool to be a gangster. It's acceptable to escalate violence when the situation doesn't warrant it. And it's perfectly fine to rob businesses just because you want the item. First off, drugs literally makes you more stupid, which in turn makes you more willing to be impulsive. Impulsive people have a higher chance to be violent or act irrationally. People have literally ruined their lives because of these substances that are glorified. Second, for the majority of cases, there is no real reason to escalate a situation when you need to solve it through violence. I have seen so many black people that will throw away their life and future just because they feel disrespected. You have language. You can speak English. There's no reason you need to be violent if you can talk your way out of it. I guess a lot of reason that some black people aren't able to use their words is because they are borderline or pretty much illiterate. I can make another video talk about why I feel this way and the reasons behind it. Third, you simply can't have a high trust society if you have the community not demonize being thieves. I've seen so many videos on TikTok and Instagram of black people advocating other black people to steal from places like Walmart. These are one of the parasites that try to say that they care about black people, but always push them to commit crimes for personal gain. Stealing is bad. Duh. If you don't have the money to buy what you want to buy, and it's sad that I have to say this again, but get a job. If you can't find or get a job, find ways to make money by learning a skill. There are so many ways to earn money. There's no excuse. And to the black people that love stealing from stores anyways, I want your retarded ass to go to jail. Throw away the key. Be gone. Goodbye. Now this topic I can go on for longer, but that can just be a separate video. There are so many things that plague the black community. I'll probably make more videos about that at a later date. I just want to tip my toes into this topic and build from here. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to comment and subscribe if you like my discussions on these type of topics. Comment your point of view and I'll be reading the comments. I'm Delight, and please don't rob me.